Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Hi, get ready with me. This is not the usual time, but unfortunately, it is what we're gonna have to do today. Hopefully people are gonna catch on. They normally do. Hello, Marie. Is that Sean Marie? That's Sean Marie, but with a different name. Hello, my love. Boom, boom, boom. My hair. My hair is getting so healthy. All right, I'm gonna do some makeup. And then some dishes. Shh. Stop. Stop. Boom, boom, boom. These lives are both informative and entertaining. I've since become a fan. Mama likes. Thank you. Thank you. That's the utmost compliment for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is a big, big compliment. Hello, Vikenzoya. Hello, get ready with me. We're gonna do some makeup, do some dishes. I should bring in my other account right now. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. So, Sean Marie, early today, yes, because my friend is, oh, did I use the wrong brush? My friend is hosting a pole dance competition. She's hosting it, and I'm one of the judges, and that's tonight. So I need to be there at 5 o'clock, so I gotta leave here at 4. Oh. Right now it's 2:05. Summary, hello.
Well, I just wanted to tell you an interesting story. I got up this morning, and as you know, I'm saving up for the cruise and really working hard to pay for the cruise and all the extras that come with a vacation. And I'm driving down and I see a dead kitty, and I go around it. And then just a little bit further up, I see this orange kitty moving in the middle of the street, bleeding.
Oh.
So I stop. It was in the middle of the street on the bridge, and I stop and I pick it up and I take it to the vet. So right now, I have a injured orange kitty in my bedroom because I called my husband and said, "Come help me. I don't know what to do." He comes.
Well, folks, in today's
TV.
video, we're gonna.
And so my husband and I was at the vet this morning with a cat we never thought we'd get.
Oh,
The cat distribution system is strong with us.
it definitely is. That kid is really lucky.
I don't, yeah, upset the person behind me because I stopped abruptly in
Oop,
the middle of the road so I could go
oop.
get it.
Oh
Oh wow.
well.
You two both said, oh, well, at the same time. That's funny.
Thank you.
I've
Love
been
it.
wanting to say this for years. Your little laugh sounds like an old friend of ours when we were
Oh,
high school. Doesn't her laugh kind of like sound like Sarah's laugh, David?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, actually. Come to think of it.
well, apparently my laugh hasn't changed because my sister's friend in Vancouver, who knew me when I was, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then we moved away, she's like, your laugh hasn't changed.
Yeah, and I found out today my husband, when we lost our last orange kitty, asked that orange kitty to bring us another orange kitty when we were ready. So it's his fault.
I think I think our orange kitty was premature because we're not ready yet, but we got another orange kitty.
All for you.
All for us. Okay, you have Johnny that you might want to answer. I'm going to get off. But
Thank you so much. I'll see you soon, my love. Johnny, I have a question for you. I want you to say yes, just so that I know you when I are talking. Oh, yes, body count definitely matters to losers. 100%, sweetie. 100%. I will never disagree on that. Body count definitely matters to the losers that are controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, PP obsessed. Sweetie, just like you. Yeah, I know it. I know it. It matters to BOPs, BOPs, boring, oppressive, PP obsessed losers who demean women because they don't like women. They pretend they do, but you can tell they don't because when they look at a female, they want to hear about boys, eh? They want to hear about peepees. How many peepees did you touch? Because I want to think about those boys. You call us SLOTS, but you're the one who wants to think about boys more than us. So who's the actual SLOTS? I think it's you, Mr. PP Obsessed. I'm going to put my light on. Oops. Hi, Ripple. Look at this weak, pathetic little boy. I see words that tell me women have bodily autonomy, and I'm enraged because I'm so weak and pathetic. That's all it takes. Hey, Ripple.
Are you preparing lunch?
I am actually spending 2 hours doing dishes. And then I'm heading out to go be a judge for my friend's pole dance competition.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. What am I on about? That's such a good question. Wow. You know what? Sometimes these guys really actually manage to ask a good question. What am I on about? Well, let me tell you. I am going on about women not picking losers. I'm going on about women choosing matriarchy because boys are failing. They're failing in so many ways. So women are turning inward away from boys in patriarchy. They're turning away from you losers. That's what I'm on about. I'm on about teaching women to not pick a loser that's controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, pee-pee obsessed, some schmo lying about being a man. Trust me, bro, I'm everything you're looking for. But you're actually a loser. So I'm on about teaching women no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity for minimum 3 months when they're looking for a long-term relationship. Body count doesn't matter. She's going to have all the fun she wants and do whatever she wants. And when she's ready for a long-term relationship, she blocks the losers. Losers don't get access. Watch this, ladies. There's a free book in the link in my bio because these pathetic losers need to be identified and dealt with appropriately. So the free book is Fake Love Need Not Apply, How to Get Rid of Posers, Losers, Scammers, and Predators. Go get your free book in the link in my bio. Mods, have fun getting rid of the losers at the first sign of their losering so the women coming here can see what you do. When a loser shows you he's a loser, you block and delete him. You cleanse and remove him from your environment because women don't let garbage stay in our environment. At the first sign of their dysfunction, at the first sign of their disinformation campaign, at the first sign of their control tactics, at the first sign of their willful ignorance, at the first sign of their disrespect, at the first sign that they're a liar, we block, delete, cleanse, remove the loser, because women don't pick losers. Women identify losers and block and delete losers. Right, ladies?
Someone's having an absolute meltdown. Like the comments being filtered for the community is going off.
I don't know what you're talking about because losers don't exist. Losers don't exist. We ignore them. We block and delete them. We don't care what they think. I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. No, we're not listening to you because we're not your therapist. We're not your mommy. We're not your fixer. We're not a veterinarian picking up wounded birds on the sidewalk trying to help you fix your broken wings. No, we leave you there because we fixed ourselves. And if you can't figure out how to fix yourself, you're too dumb to be with us because we figured it out. We read the books, we got the help, and we did the changes. But you think accountability is kryptonite because you're such a loser. Ladies, get rid of the losers when they tell you they're a loser. It's that easy. When they tell you who they are, believe them. When they show you who they are, believe them. Eliminate them. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. We do it here to show you how easy it is. We do it here to show you how easy it is. We do it here because it's so easy to get rid of a loser. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. That's it, ladies. It's so easy. Convince women to have standards? Oh, yes, ladies, standards. See how your standards are high value, ladies? See how your standards are above the belly button? But these low standard, shallow losers ask you what your body count is because they go below the belly button. Low value males go below the belly button. High value people go above the belly button. So ladies, make sure you get rid of low value males. You know, the ones who tell you they're worth less than zero. The ones who say the more males a female has been with, the more she loses value. They're saying my belief is males like me have a less than zero value, because if she was a 1 out of 10 and he was a 0, she'd still be a 1, no value lost. But look at this worthless loser, ladies. I'm worth less than 0. Pick me. I'm worth less than 0. I'm husband material, right? I'm worth less than 0. I'm high value. They're so dumb. They're worth less than 0, and they think a woman is going to listen to a worthless male when he tells her how worthless he is. Literally tells her to her face, because they're so dumb. Which is why they're so usable by the podcast bros, because the podcast bros need dum-dums. When they're dumb enough to be told to their face by the podcast bros, you're worthless, and then they repeat, I'm worthless. That's the dum-dums that believe the podcast bros, because they go see the podcast bros, and the podcast bros call them worthless to their face, and they swallow it because they're so dumb. So ladies, if you didn't write dumb as rocks, then get rid of these guys who believe body count matters, because these low value males are telling you how worthless they are. Don't deserve some exclusivity? What do you mean, don't deserve some exclusivity? This guy thinks he's going to make up rules for other people to follow with their bodies because he's delusional and mentally ill, right? That's how you recognize mental illness, ladies. If they think they're going to tell other people rules about their own bodies. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, my name is Jose.
Jose, what topic are you here for?
Well, I'm interested in that point of view, but I also strongly believe that the institution
My love,
that
also, yap. I said what topic? I have a lot of points of views. I still don't know what topic you're here for.
hey, rude.
No, not rude. You didn't answer the question. So why do you call me rude for showing you didn't answer
Why are
the
you
question?
trying to talk to me like that?
Well, apparently you're dysfunctional.
Apparently
and
what?
You lack communication skills. So
I
I'm
lack
gonna get rid of
communication
you
skill. Yeah, you.
because you're too emotional. I asked you a question and you didn't answer it. I said, hey, you didn't answer my question, and then you made a false accusation because you're abusive on top of lacking communication skills. You definitely didn't understand the simple words coming out of my mouth because you're too dumb. So what do you do, ladies, with these males who lack communication skills? These males who don't respect you? These males that are too dumb? Block, delete, cleanse, remove immediately. You don't waste your time. You don't waste your energy. You recognize them for the failures they are, and you remove them because they're failures to meet your preferences. And we don't waste our time on failures because we're women, not girls. Hi, what topic are you here for? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, was that a butt dial? Had to do that yesterday. Good. How'd you feel?
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb, what topic are you here for?
Oh, well, I mean, I've just kind of been in the stream for a second, and I'm kind of just trying to understand your whole point of view with the body count doesn't matter, and because you pulled out the list, and I'm trying to understand, you know, because like you said, understanding. Um, so just what exactly did you mean by that?
Right. So body count doesn't matter. Who you did is not who you are. When you're ready to pick a long-term relationship, you define who you are to know what you deserve. You practice observation before commitment to pick the person who fulfills your preferences of what it is you're looking for, instead of doing selection before observation and then picking somebody and finding out you pick somebody who's lacking what you're looking for.
Okay. So I understand why, like, it wouldn't matter to someone personally,
And
but are
so,
you saying it's
just so
bad?
you understand, so the people it doesn't matter to are the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Body count does not matter to people who practice logic and stick to facts. Body count does matter to people who go in their imagination about things that happened in the past but are not currently happening, and give themselves unnecessary emotions but blame other people for how they feel. Kayla? Do I need to let you go? It seems you're muted right now. So for those of you who were wondering, this is where we use logic to pick a long-term relationship, and we get rid of people who are illogical. When you want to know who somebody is, logic dictates you need to spend time with
Wait, can you hear
them.
me?
Hi, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my connection just cut out.
Yeah. So Caleb, did I cut out at some point? Is there something I need to restate for you?
Yeah, you kind of just cut out just just a second ago.
I know, but I don't know what word.
Silent or silenced. It was just when you started talking.
So body count doesn't matter because who you did is not who you are.
Mm-hmm.
When you're ready to pick a long-term partner, you define who you are, and then you choose the person that matches your energy. So these are people you don't keep. This is here today, gone tomorrow. This is not a long-term relationship. This is not people you keep in your inner circle, whether it's romantic or platonic. This is just 1 day, 2 days. That's it. We carry on. We don't see each other again and experience. But when I'm keeping people in my inner circle, whether it's romantic or platonic, I define who I am to know what I deserve. And I only have people in my inner circle that match my energy. So by using observation before I let people in my inner circle, I find out who's missing elements. Those people don't get into my inner circle. They get a rejection instead.
Okay. But why wouldn't you want to just educate them?
Educate who? Who's them?
People who don't understand that point of view.
Don't understand which point of view, what I just explained.
Instead of just instead of just like
I
blocking
can't-
them, you could just explain.
No. I can't educate people who talk over me. I can't educate people who don't come to learn. I can't educate people who come to talk at me, but not hear anything I have to say. Those are not students. Those are disruptors. And I deal with disruptors appropriately. I can understand who's here to learn something because they're actually listening when I talk and paying attention to the words I use.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But also, so would you say that, wanting someone with a low or like no body count, would you say that's like a bad trait to look for?
100%. You know why?
Because that does tell
100%.
about someone's character in the past, does it not?
100%. Do you know why?
Why?
I answered your question and then I asked one, but you were talking over me. 100%. Do you know why? Do you want to know why? That's a bad thing for you to say, I decided to have a low body count, so I'm going to make sure the person I pick also decided that same thing. Do you know why that's bad?
Not necessarily, no.
Would you like to know why that's bad?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you have free will and agency and autonomy, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good. I don't know if we have a delay or if that just took a moment. So you appreciate all those traits. You would like other people to also have those traits without you reducing those traits. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So when you ask somebody, what's your body count, in a way to ascertain if they conducted themselves the same way you did, you are reducing them to activity of the genitalia instead of not asking them what their body count is and focusing above the belly button on their character. Now, when you ask what's your body count, you are asking, did you follow my rules before you met me? I imposed certain rules on me. That's why my body count is this number, because of the rules I gave myself. But I took those rules and applied them to you before I met you. And now I'm asking you if you followed my rules. That is controlling. And controlling is not something logical people write on their list of what they're looking for in a long-term partner. Do you understand what I said?
Okay. But I think, it's not like, just solely like my own opinion, but I feel like
We
it's
don't care about opinions because us logical people stick to facts and logic, not opinions. Your opinions are your construct based on your ego. Us logical people have decided ego is a dysfunction. We are going to operate from functionality.
I beg your pardon.
Which of those words did you not understand?
It just kind of seemed like you were talking about, explaining it logically, and then you started attacking ego. It almost seemed like an ad hominem.
What's wrong with ego? What's wrong with saying ego is bad? Ego is a dysfunction. Ego wants you to deny reality. Ego tells you you can put rules on other people, and that's okay because you put them on yourself first. So when you're asking other people if they followed your set of rules, your ego says that's okay because you went first. And that's fine if you want to be that way, but I want you to understand logical people don't pick egotistical people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. Um, so are you just saying that like if you want someone with a low body count, then,
You're egotistical
just
and
I
dysfunctional
guess
and controlling. Yes. So my husband had a body count of 2 before me. I was number 3. At no point did he ask my body count. And even when I presented the information that I have a high body count, he didn't care because he's not egotistical about my past, making my past sexual history about him. Because an egotistical male would definitely do that. What's your past sexual history? Because I'm going to make it about me. He never did that because he stands confidently in the present instead of operating from ego.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I think okay, so like um at least kind of what I'm thinking is in a healthy relationship, it's not something that's brought up immediately, but rather shared,
Ever.
like, hey, I think
Ever.
this might be a
So just no, it's never brought up in a functional relationship. The reason why this conversation came up in our relationship 2.5 years after knowing this man, but shortly after committing, is because I was the dysfunctional one who brought up the conversation and asked him his body count. And he didn't even ask mine after I asked him. And then I presented that information and he said, I don't care. And he never has. And we've been together for 20 years. Not once has he ever made an issue of my high body count in comparison to his low body count.
Yeah, it's like wanting to be transparent. Like you
There's
presented that
no
because you wanted.
reason that that's a part of a functional relationship because that's below the belly button. But what is a part of a functional relationship is above the belly button.
hmm But doesn't that kind of, like show like vulnerability? Like, hey, let me be transparent. Let me show you my past.
Matter. You're boring me now. Can you go down a different avenue because you're circling right now?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that it? Okay. Asking the same thing in a different way. Very boring.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Thank you, Ripple. Yeah, thanks to Ripple for letting me know you were live. I'm happy you're live because I have plans tonight too. But this whole idea of being transparent implies that there's something wrong with past consensual sex, right? That you have to be transparent about it. Like, do I have to be transparent about all kinds of random facts about my past that don't have anything to do with me as a partner and how good I can be as a partner? Like, it's ridiculous.
Just to clarify where the transparency needs to come up, I was very transparent about what I did in the past that I wanted to continue doing. Very transparent about what I did in the past that I didn't want to do again. Very transparent about what I was curious about that I wanted to try going forward. Very transparent about the way I like to be kissed and the way I like to be touched. So my husband had full communication where it was important, but we don't owe anybody our sexual history to the extreme where we have to be transparent as though we owe them information about the number of people.
Hello,
Hi, what's your name?
Dylan.
Hi, what's your name? Dylan, sorry. My mistake. I thought you said how you doing. Dylan, what topic are you here for?
High body count. You saying high body count doesn't matter?
Yes, that is my debate topic. It's a facts over feelings debate. Which side are you on? Body count does matter or does not matter?
Body count does matter.
Okay, so that's my facts over feelings debate topic. That means it's not an individualized debate. We're not debating you on you, which means you don't start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, because that's you centering yourself. We don't do that. We only discuss this in a factual or scientific way only. Are you here for a facts over feelings debate? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so a little bit of ground rules. A fact would be like this. Would you agree this is a fork?
Yes.
Yes, a fact is something outside of you and me, agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. If you want to bring a science, you have to bring 4 pieces of information, title of the peer-reviewed study, website is on, page number, paragraph number, where you read the words you want to say here. You'll give that to us first. We'll go find what you found, and then you can say it out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you go first. What do you have, facts or science?
I can't really say facts or science, to be honest with you. I pretty much I can just only go off of.
No, thank you for conceding. Thank you for conceding that. I do have 3 facts for why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts. Would you like to hear them?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the first one. Would you agree it is a fact that a woman looking for a long-term relationship, wanting somebody with all these qualities, no less, would need to observe someone over time to make sure they have all of these qualities? Yes or no?
I disagree.
And how would she find out if they are this person without spending time with them?
By being socially active, and when you're socially active.
But she has a list. She wants somebody with all these qualities, no less. How does she find out if somebody has all these qualities without spending time with that person?
But not everybody's looking for those specific qualities.
I'm not asking other people looking for other qualities. If a woman defines herself to know what she deserves and she wants somebody with all the qualities she brings to the table, does she need to spend time with them, observing their behavior to find out if they are this person? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. There you go. Number 2, if a man wanted a long-term relationship and he wants somebody with all these qualities, no less, because he won't settle, does he need to observe someone over time to make sure they have all these qualities? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Number 3, If somebody wanted to know if the other person has an STI, do they need to ask the person, go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number to find out if somebody has an STI. They know a number doesn't give test results. They ask for test results from the doctor. And a logical person who sticks to facts doesn't ask for a number to find out who someone is, because a logical person knows somebody could have a low body count and be dishonest. They could have a low body count and be lazy or selfish. So why ask them for a number when it doesn't inform you on who they are? They don't ask for a number. They spend time observing the person's behavior to find out who they are.
This is true, but I'm not. A person wouldn't be looking mainly for.
When you say a person, you can't. When you say a person, that's a statistic. You can't speak for people you've never spoken. Now, I'm talking. That means you don't. You can't speak for people you've never spoken to because you're not the ambassador for people you've never met. But if you want to present a statistic, I need 4 pieces of information to go find what you found, okay?
But ma'am, you're doing the same thing.
I asked you if something was factual. If a woman looking for a long-term relationship would need to observe someone over time to make sure they have all these qualities. A fact is something outside of you and me agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. You agreed to my fact because it was so obvious.
You showed me a list and you're saying that's a fact.
Does somebody else want to take over? Because I think I've kind of hit the wall here.
Yeah, you're getting caught up on the list, Dylan. Forget about the list. Her point was, which you agreed to, if someone's looking for certain character qualities in a long-term partner, would they have to observe that person over time to see if they possess those qualities that they're looking for? And
This
you
is
said
true.
yes. That's a fact. That is the best. That is the way to find out. Okay, so forget the list. The list is just a visual example of the qualities, okay? That's just an example. It's not hard set in stone qualities people have to look for.
All right. So if you're going to talk about long term, how long are you talking? Because people will get married for years and years and still get divorced after.
However long. I mean, until hopefully forever. I don't know why. What's the point of the question?
But you're saying you will have to find out about a person through time when that relationship. This part is true, but you don't think a history of the person can help predict what kind
No,
of person is?
not their sexual history. Their sexual history has nothing to do with me.
You don't think sexual history matters?
Absolutely not. What does their consensual sexual history have to do with me?
Okay, so if I had a sexual history of going on and off with men, and I say I'm straight now, and it doesn't matter, and I'm
Okay,
telling
one was in the past and one's
that
in the
was
present. What you're confusing your tenses. You're talking about present tense versus past tense.
yeah, because that's sexual history. That's what that is past tense.
Dylan, I used to go with girls. I used to be bisexual, hardcore bisexual. I told my husband when we started a relationship, you'll be my boyfriend, but I'm also going to have a girlfriend. That's how hardcore I was. I'm no longer interested in being with women. So if he used to be with boys, but he's lost that interest, I can understand that because that does happen, okay?
Also, body count is not going to tell you whether somebody was with males or females. It's literally just a number.
We're not talking about body count now. Now we're just talking about history.
Oh, now you've
sexual
changed
history.
the topic? I thought we were talking about body count, whether it matters or not.
It helps out knowing the body count. If
But
I
the
put
number
down-
is not going to tell you the gender of the person that the person was with. It's literally just giving
No.
you the number of how many people they were with. Dylan, you're just being ignorant right now.
I'm not being ignorant because what I'm trying to say is a sexual history matters and it helps predicts how the
You
relationship
have
will
not
go.
proven how it matters. You have
If
yet
you
to
have
prove
a
how
high
it matters.
if you have a high body count, that means you have lack of self-control.
And how do you prove that?
What do you mean? How do you prove that? If I have an addiction, and I slept with over 200 people, and all of a sudden I'm telling you, yeah, baby, I'm gonna be faithful to you and you alone.
So you slept with 200 people. You never cheated on 200 people. What does that have to do with your faithfulness? Come on
Okay.
now.
Whoa. Okay. So if I cheated on 200 people, would that matter?
Are you cheating on people now, currently in the present?
And
Are you currently a cheater?
if I tell you yes, I'm not cheating anymore, you will take that risk and deal with me
The
anyway.
number doesn't tell you whether somebody cheated to get the number.
The
All of these
sexual
things that you're,
history
no,
matters.
Dylan, listen to me. All of these qualitative things that you're adding on to the story, you're not getting from the number. That's the point. All of these things that you're so curious about, instead of actually being smart enough to get to know the person in the present, and you're so focused on what they did in the past, you're not even getting that information from the number. It's just a number.
High body count matters. That's what I'm trying to say. You're saying
Anyway,
You gave up? So notice all the stories that Dylan told. High body count definitely matters to mentally ill, delusional, dysfunctional males who tell themselves story after story after story after story because they lack the ability and IQ to stand confidently in the present. I keep telling you, ladies, instantly block and delete these losers because all you're going to find out is how deep their losering goes. This loser is a storyteller who's not grounded in reality. He's just in his emotions and imagination because he's mentally ill. That's why you block and delete them, ladies, because they're not all there. They're in their imagination, in their emotions, in their stories, but they're not in reality. Well, nice try. But was it obvious he wasn't going to get out of his imagination? Your spiritual self is
absolutely.
dead. Look at the losers making up stories, ladies. Do you notice that? How delusional they are? Your spiritual self is dead, says this loser who thinks he's going to tell you who you are because that's how mentally ill he is. Sorry. Rant. Definitely stuck in his imagination, definitely stuck in his mental illness. And he's so sick in the head, he thinks a woman's going to pick somebody mentally ill like that? Absolutely not. Women block and delete those losers. Women get rid of them at the first sign of their loser ring. We don't bother with losers. We just remove them. And when they're tired of getting removed, when they're tired of getting deleted, when they're tired of getting the void, they can change themselves. Yeah, he did that. Because he's too dumb to know what reality is. They make up fairy tales, they make up stories, they're stuck in their delusion.
Some of these are just really not too intelligent. Like, so whether it's misogyny or indoctrination or control, or they're just not smart. Like, you don't want to be a partner with somebody who's not smart, too. I mean, I don't.
And that's why it's very important for their DNA to die off. It's very important for you to not select them. It's very important for you to not make their babies. Very, very important. This low IQ DNA needs to cease existing. The boys can stay lonely. But it's very important that you not let their dysfunction distract you. Because this is a war. We are at war. And the harder we fight right now, the more grounds we make quicker. But the less we fight right now, the more grounds they make over us, meaning they will remove our voting rights. They will remove our bodily autonomy. So this is why it's very important for us to call this time in history, HIS story, his story. We need to understand the time that we are in his story, because he's trying to take everything away from us, because he recognizes how great we are, and he doesn't want us to rise to where we belong, because that puts him in second place. Ladies, if you don't fight the war, we lose the war. Patriarchy is fighting us tooth and nail. If we don't fight back, we lose everything. So grab your evolution revolution and understand why and how you need to fight back. Paperback on Amazon, button in the link in my bio. Hi, what's your name?
Good morning. How are you?
Good, what's your name?
My name is Optimus Prime. I'm the leader of the Autobots.
So women don't bother with mentally ill males, obviously.
It's not as cute as Frodo going to Mordor, you know?
No, very much not. Do we need low IQ DNA to do the manual labor? Not if it's violent, not if it's dysfunctional, not if it refuses to acknowledge reality. Supposedly.
That if we were in a society where things are equitable and we all get what we want and we just all did what we're good at and what we're interested in, there would be people to do everything.
Intrinsic motivation.
Yeah, but we are in a rat race where we have to compete for everything. Well, we don't have to, but that's how it's set up, right?
Mm. Well, it looks like women are taking the red pill now, right? Grounding ourselves in reality. Acknowledging that the construct around us was built, but not reality.
I saw someone earlier in the chat say that they finished Evolution Revolution.
Oh, did they say anything about it? Are you still here? Who's
Thought it was amazing. Yeah.
okay? They said, I guess you cut out. They said it was amazing. Cool, nice.
I was wanting to know if they could, if you did it on Amazon, ordered it on Amazon, leave a review.
Yes, yeah. Leave a review. I sold over 1,000 books last month. Let's see those reviews coming in on Amazon. Didn't do my manifestation meditation yet today. You know, if that guy didn't sound like such a creep, I would have played along. And I would have said, hi, my name is Shira, Princess of Power.
No, he probably would have enjoyed it way too much.
Hi, my name is Gem of Gem and the Holograms. I don't know. I tell people I'm smart all the time. I'm too smart for dumb people. I think I've said that one a few times. I love having the audacity of males, right? Like having all the audacity of Muhammad Ali. I'm the best in the world. Nobody can beat me. Nobody's better than me. Nobody's done more than me. All the audacity of that one. I'm the best. I'm always the best.
They float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. So
Yeah. I do it every day. Ladies, don't forget, part of fighting back against these institutions is being as audacious as the institutions. Don't hold back. Don't hold back, ladies. Look at what is attempting to hold you down and use a higher degree of power over that institution. Look at what is holding you down and choose more force than that institution. I am Canadian. It's okay, baby. Once you guys man up, he'll get picked. Once you guys get tired of being blocked and start choosing the right behaviors, you'll get picked. It's just right now, you have to take your consequences. Instead of trying to evade your consequences as though your consequences are kryptonite. Don't evade them. Take your consequences. Hey, girl. We'll do whatever we want. Rest assured, we'll do everything we want. And you're just too cheap to afford it. We know that. Mr. Broke King. Don't have any money King. No financial responsibility or work ethic King. Sitting in your mommy's basement while she pays your cell phone King. We know you're too cheap to afford quality because you don't have the money for it, because you lack the work ethic and the desire to earn because you're lazy and selfish. We know. That's why you're all by yourself, because we know and we reject you for it. But maybe one day you'll man up. It's okay, baby. You'll get picked then, okay? We don't gag men. Men are amazing. Men are wonderful. Men are awesome. Men are the selection. Men are people we appreciate. We admire them. You are also cool. Hi. Hello, Maria. We do a good job of making this a safe space, don't we?
I think I was the only one when we first started, and that was wild. They were making me work. They came in hot today. The guys did.
They did, I know. I know. I spent a fair amount of time not reading comments because I saw it going crazy. Every time I took a glimpse, there was some garbage in there. And I'm like, bring in the garbage.
You want to know something exciting? I'm counting down the weeks. 4 more weeks, my truck will be paid off.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep.
money in the bank. What was your
Yes.
monthly truck payment?
About 1,400, so it'll be 74,000 more in my account each year.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a woman. Yay. Yay. Exactly. Women are doing it for themselves. Robert. Big track. A big truck, Brad. Big rig. With a bonus cat inside.
It's a 2023 Freightliner Cascadia. But I got it in 2022. So, but it took me 3 years to pay it off.
Is that manipulation? Yeah, if you're avoiding your discomfort and you blame other people for your lack of worthiness and you try to manipulate other people into thinking they have to reduce their sexual history because of your unworthiness, which is inside your head, but you're not dealing with it, but other people need to behave because of you, that's manipulation. Do you get it? I don't want people to have a sexual history because that makes me uncomfortable. That's manipulation because you're not dealing with yourself. But other people need to conform to a certain thing about you because you don't deal with yourself. And people should block and delete you because your dysfunction isn't going to end there. There's other things you're not going to take accountability for that are all about you, but you're going to blame other people for how you feel. So they should block and delete you because that's just the first one. When you spot one rat, there's 100 more behind the walls. You know what I mean? So people should block and delete you because that's the first obvious red flag, but you have more dysfunction behind that. And they're going to suffer your dysfunction. And I don't advise people suffer your dysfunction that you're not taking accountability for. I wonder if some of these kids were so gentle parented that they think other people have to deal with their thoughts and emotions.
I don't know where that comes from. It's either gentle parenting or just being raised with so much privilege and entitlement. I don't know. I could never.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, I have these thoughts and feelings. So how come you're not changing your behaviors? I have these thoughts and feelings. How come you're not conforming in a way that makes me more comfortable? The outward manifestation of your behaviors are your choice. Your thoughts will happen, your emotions will happen, but your behaviors are choices. So when you choose willful ignorance to your own dysfunction, and you choose avoiding your own dysfunction, and you choose blaming other people for your dysfunction, and you choose trying to get people to conform to your dysfunction, those choices make you dysfunctional. I'm not responsible for other people's emotions, but I'm definitely responsible for dealing with mine. And I'm also responsible for choosing proper behaviors despite my emotions.
The problem is so many people who don't understand this to begin with are having children, right? And we're not taught developmental stages. We're not taught like child psychology. So people have these children that they treat like they're little adults, and then they don't realize that they have to teach them certain things, or they don't know it themselves, so they don't know to teach it, right? The idea of taking responsibility for your choices and your thoughts and all of that is something you have to actively teach, like anything else.
Yes. Yeah. Almost missed it. Oh, I just got hungry. Yeah, it's true, Dick Day. It's funny how certain people want to make sure anybody and everybody have a baby, but they don't want to make sure the right people have a baby. They're opposed to that.
Well, like the you know the AB debates, my thought is always show me that this unborn child wants to be born to a
Right.
parent that doesn't want them. Show me that.
Yeah.
Show me that they've chosen to be there and that you're taking away their right to be there. Like you can't. It's just it's such made up nonsense.
100%.
I've worked with so many people who wish they hadn't been born or like wish their parent hadn't had them, you know, because they were so toxic and dysfunctional. It is. It's crazy. They just want bodies.
Yeah. Yeah. So they don't care. They don't care about the people who are pregnant. They don't care about the babies that are born. They just care about the suffering of the people making the babies. That's it. Full stop.
Cassie says, not to get weird, but my mom didn't want me and we have a lot of issues.
Yeah. My mom didn't want me. My mom didn't want my dad. My mom didn't want to date my dad because she had my sister. And she was, just trying to get through life with my sister. And she knew that, and she told me this, by the way, this is how I'm able to say this. She said, I didn't want to marry your dad because I knew if I did, he would want a baby. And I didn't have it in me to take care of another baby. And that was me.
Oh, well, that answers my question that I forgot I had. I actually was thinking about this last night about you and your mom, and I was wondering if it was internalized misogyny and if she had had a son, if she would have treated him better.
I don't remember stories of the boys being treated better than the girls in my family, and usually monkey see, monkey do. So if I knew about that, I could more easily identify that in her. She did. I do think she had a lot of internalized misogyny. She had a lot of people pleasing when it came to males, especially attractive, successful males. I'm pretty sure my mom cheated on my dad because she told me, and she told me with who, although she later denied that. But there's a couple times where my mom has let the mask slip. And that's when I got these tidbits that I give you guys that are like shocking. So yeah, that was a mask slip. And she's like, the owner of a clothing store that she worked at who took her on vacation. And she's like, your dad was so stupid because he believed nothing happened. But, he was basically, they were having an affair. So anyways, don't know where that came from. Yeah. Yeah.
If she had preferred a boy, she probably would have said it to you.
Yeah.
Like she said other things to you, that would have come out. You know what I mean? You should have been a boy or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She would have said it just to hurt you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think so. Christine. Danny.
Hi, Annie.
Hello. Love being a girl dad. My friend's gonna have a daughter. They tried so hard, did lots of trying, lots of fertility. They got 2 sons, but he wanted a girl from day one. He's always wanted to be a girl dad. They tried again for a third. It wasn't working. They gave up, and they thought they were done. And then she found out she was pregnant. And she told him, and he's like, I'm too old for this shit. Because, he thought he was done. But then she told him it was a girl, so he smiled and he seems happier. Thank you. But yeah.
I wanted a little girl, and I really thought I was gonna have a girl. And when I found out that it was a boy, I was a little shocked because I was like, I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with the boy. I figured it out, and it's a very special relationship, but I was not ready for it.
Boys are weird. I'm pretty sure that this girl is going to be the apple of the group's eye. She's going to be so girly because we're all so girly. She's not going to be able to help it. Ooh, Dondra. Dondra. This close, Dondra. That's a close call, Dondra. So we had a meeting last night with the judges that are going to be scoring the pole dance competition this weekend. Do you think, still tried everything, oh no. Do you think everyone is entitled to their own opinion? No one is entitled to forcing it on others. Yes, you can think whatever you want, choose whatever you want, be whatever you want. But telling us what your preferences are as though we need to adhere, I prefer a low body count. I don't care. Why are you telling me this? Why are you stomping around the internet attempting to forcefully, with disinformation, convince people body count matters? Now you're crossing a line. And I got to be the antidote to that. Great women, good. Yeah, they need to sit down and be quiet, in other words, right? This is what you want? Fine. This is what you want. Sit down, be quiet. But you're running around the internet trying to convince other people to be what you want. Now you're toxic. Now you're abusive. Now you're dysfunctional and egotistical, and we got to delete you, make you non-existent. Because in our culture, people like that don't exist. Right, ladies? We have our own culture now. It's called matriarchy. Is that right? In matriarchy, we turn inward away from these males because we seek functionality and peace. In matriarchy, we start women-led businesses in trades. In matriarchy, we buy our own homes and we hire female tradespeople to come fix up our homes. That's matriarchy. We're not waiting for these males to get their shit together. We're turning away from them. They can turn among themselves and have their own culture. We'll build our own culture.
Well, Chantal, I tagged you in a video last week. I don't know if you saw it, but it was this female mechanic shop ran by all women, and they have a manicure pedicure thing, and I think hair salon attached to it. So while you're getting your car fixed, you can go get your nails and stuff done too. I was like, that's awesome.
That's so efficient for us busy
Yes.
ladies. Yeah, it's amazing. And it takes a smart woman to do something that smart, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because why have no other mechanic shops attached to other businesses? I've never seen that. You know, like a lot of people do have to sit and wait for their cars because they don't have any other. Well, now that Uber's around, they can go other places. But that is efficient. That is awesome. And I feel like with ours, we would have self defense classes for sure.
Oh yeah.
Good evening. How's everybody?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name? It's right there, Andre.
Andre, what topic are you here for?
Body count.
Oh, so this is my debate topic. It's a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. That means we're not debating you on you, because I'm not here to change your mind in any way, shape, or form. We only discuss this in a factual or scientific way only. Are you here for a facts over feelings debate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a little bit of ground rules. Facts over feelings debate means you don't start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. A fact would be like this. Would you agree this is a fork?
I think it is.
So here's the thing. If you're incapable of acknowledging a simple fact, I don't have a conversation with you, because I don't talk to
I
people.
just said, yeah, it is a fork.
Oh, you think, or this is a fork?
Yeah, that is a fork.
That is a fork, yes. A fact is something outside of you and me, agreed upon on site, because it is so obvious. If you want to bring a science, you have to bring 4 pieces of information to prove what you're saying is not a lie. So you have to
Okay,
bring...
so if
No,
I
I'm
say,
not done yet. If you want to bring a science, you have to bring 4 pieces of information. Title of the peer-reviewed study, website is on, page number, paragraph number. You give that to us first. We'll go find what you found, and then you can say it out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
yeah, it's fine.
I'll let you go first. What do you have, facts or science?
You are very beautiful, and that's a fact.
I know that, but that has nothing to do with body count. So I guess that's all he had, was coming here to hit on me. We'll let that go. Of course.
Okay, back to the whole. Sorry, I was going to say about the garage thing. We can multitask. I think that's one of the things, right? I think women generally multitask much better than men. So I think it's interesting that they have this multitasking business going on. And of course, they're going to think about cooperating with other businesses, and yeah.
So notice how when a woman creates a garage, she takes into account how women want to be efficient with their time and creates a business that helps her accomplish something while she's waiting. Whereas a male-run garage has a coffee machine, a TV, and newspapers, because they know the males sitting there don't want to do jack squat while they're there.
Noob, I think it would depend on what your definition of feminism is.
No, I don't. I don't know who that is. Feminism is not something that I study. Really what I study is sociology, psychology, anthropology, biology, evolutionary psychology, behaviorism, and meditation. Look at this little loser. He looks at a female. He thinks about male peepees, right? Because he can't look at a female without thinking about male genitalia. Because he's pee obsessed. He's a ran through male. Had to run through me to go think about boys. Refund. Nice. How much? $26.52. Excellent.
I just Googled what is feminism, and this is what it says. Because there have been different waves of feminism, and there's cross-sectionality too. And then, of course, people have their own definitions of what it is. That's why whenever somebody comes in here and goes, "Are you feminist?" Define it. Of course, they never can. But it says feminism is it's a range, right, of social, political, and intellectual movements, plural, and ideologies that aim to establish political, economic, personal, and social equality for all genders. It seeks to end sexism and oppression by challenging patriarchal systems and dismantling gender-based discrimination to achieve full gender equality in law and practice.
Okay. Am I a feminist?
It's funny because when you talk about matriarchy, Chantel, it's equality. When I think about matriarchy, I'm much more radical. And I know I've said this before, but I think the males have to start at zero and work their way up. No rights, no voting rights, can't own property, have to have a vasectomy at puberty, no political power. But that's only because they have abused all of those things for so long.
Mm.
And the ones now that are in power need to be locked up and then work their way out. But anyway, I'm okay with equality. That's a good start.
I looked up feminism versus matriarchy, and yeah, it says feminism seeks equality between all genders, aiming to dismantle patriarchy and ensure equal opportunities and rights. In contrast, matriarchy is a social system where women hold primary power, a structure that differs from feminism's goal of equality and is often confused with it. But then there's also the difference between equality and equity, right? And women can be in power and still treat men with more respect than they've treated women under patriarchy.
Let me put this in a way that's going to make it very super clear. Feminism says a governing body of 100 people should have 50 males and 50 females. Matriarchy says a governing body of 100 people should have the best people regardless of gender. Okay? I love matriarchy. Yeah, matriarchy is the best. The best people do the best. Like, if I'm best at childcare, that's where I am. If I'm best at leadership, that's where I am. If it's a governing body of 100 people, we're not splitting it into genders. We're having the best people, whatever the gender is. And the fact is, women and men are not made the same. when you look at us, we don't look the same because we're not built the same, because we're not the same. So we are not the same. So put the best people where they're supposed to be, regardless of gender. Patriarchy doesn't want that, because what it's going to see is more women in leadership position making leadership decisions. So losers who think body count matters just make up stories, and we just get rid of storytellers. We want people grounded in reality, not some loser in his imagination. So we just delete the losers because they're boring with their storytelling. Boring, oppressive, PP obsessed, BOPs. The bops gotta go. Yeah. And we just get rid of the losers with the storytelling. We don't think you have a wife. We don't believe you. Goodbye, loser, with the stories. Every time they come here telling us stories, I get squish the fly. Squish the fly with their stupid little stories. Women don't listen to stupid boys. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. The who, the what, the loser. So I've been feeling lately like I want to go on Amazon and go buy something just so something's delivered like a present to my doorstep. I'm not buying anything, but I just noticed these past few days I've had this desire to find presents on my doorstep. I'm gonna go buy something so I can get presents on my doorstep. That's so silly.
Do you have any creative projects going on right now?
A course. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're making the court. Oh, you just said that.
It's gonna be called Engineering Confidence. All ages, all genders, whoever, whatever.
That's satisfying your creative outlet, though, or is it more of like a job?
No, it's satisfying my creative outlet. I'm kind of like taking this time to slow down. I'm kind of going into semi-retirement in a little way. I'm vacationing in a little way. I'm just, relaxing, like just kind of, because here's the thing, like for me to build something, like it just creates this massive thing inside of my head. And then the day comes, the event comes, the week comes, the retreat comes, and I get through it. And then I'm on the other side of it, but it's still this massive thing, and it slowly deconstructs in my head, but it takes time for my head to feel like this event is no longer occupying me the way it was. Because it just took so much energy and focus and like desire and intention. And that doesn't go away overnight just because the event happened. So after the event, it's a decompression stage. And that's kind of what I've been doing like since Niagara Falls, is sort of decompressing, coming into myself. And because it's so much outward energy, like coming back into me, redefining me a little bit, coming back into the what do I want stage. Really being careful to not overwhelm myself and pack too much onto my plate too soon, because I don't want to frustrate myself or burn myself out. For me, this is a marathon. I just did 10 years, going to do the next 10. So my assistant is doing the sales page design for the course. And I am formulating the idea for the course, creating my notes, creating my lessons, creating my intentions, imagining how it's going to go. And then boom, I'm going to present the course, and then people can sign up for it. And I'll do it like I'm going to plan on doing 2 rounds. And seeing how much people want it, seeing if I want to keep doing it or not. But I'll promise out 2 rounds and then gauge again from there. No, it doesn't matter, Rick, but apparently she's hella rich, eh? She making the money. She making the dough, Remy. Of course, Rick is upset about that. How dare you be more successful than me? How dare you make more money than me? I can't cope with that. That makes me so sad. Gives me a limp D.
The number that bothers you, or the fact that she's making money from it that bothers you?
Oh, it's everything, Diane. You can't cope with the comparison, can't cope with her being so successful. It all bothers him because, delicate egos, right?
Wanted by others.
Yeah, so many people want her every single day. She in demand.
I mean, the fact that he used the name Rick James tells you. That tells you.
His size.
It tells you exactly, like, he is jealous of all of it. He wants to be somebody who could do that.
Don't you remember the singer Rick James?
Yeah, but wasn't he short?
Did you say short?
No, I don't remember. I don't think so.
No, maybe I'm thinking of Smalls.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just wanna fly. Maybe, baby. I used my Instapot yesterday. I love it for cooking potatoes. Being used. Oh, look at this poor little loser. He's so pathetic. So just so you know, when us women have a one-night stand, we're using a male like a Kleenex, right? But you don't understand how sex works between males and females because you're still doing the couch cushions. Your mom is asking you why the vacuum is getting rusty. Your socks are sitting crusty on the floor. We know you don't understand what happens between men and women. We know. No, you're not talking to me. I'm literally not reading your words, but if you think you're talking to me, watch me correct you. See? See how I get rid of losers who think they have my attention? I just block and delete them and show them the reality. A loser never has a woman's attention because she blocks and deletes him. I love you back.
So Diane, in the process of looking at rope chains, I've decided I need another gold chain myself.
Are you stacking? Miss Ripple, are you gonna
I'm going to, yeah. I'm getting Diana rope chain. Yeah. I'm gonna get Diana rope chain necklace. And I'm not gonna get a rope chain for me because it'll get caught in my hair, but I'm gonna get another necklace, another gold chain, yeah.
Is it gonna be the Cuban links again, or?
No, this isn't a Cuban link. It's a Figaro.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a different. I might get a Cuban link actually. I don't know yet. I'm playing with some ideas, but I'm thinking about getting a shorter one.
Yeah, to stack, because yours is like about here.
Yeah, it's kind of long, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew, eh? Oh God, the Canadian's rubbing off on me. Oh God.
Because we pronounced the period. Yeah. There you go. Ain't no going back now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, shorter. Getting a shorter one.
Yeah.
She came to Canada and left with the A.
Eh?
Oh my God.
Can't escape us. Us Canadians are insidious. We get in your minds. Body count completely matters to losers. Yes, you're right. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Losers are so pathetic. They're insecure, stuck in the past, PP obsessed, controlling. They're dum-dums. They don't stand confidently in the present. Body count absolutely matters to those losers. I agree 100%. Look at this loser. Look at this. Look at this. Now, a man would look at me and go, ooh, look at her. But a loser looks at me and goes, tell me how many dudes you did, because I run through females to boy genitalia. Right? Look at him looking at me, wanting to hear about boys. Do you think that male likes women? He didn't want to know anything about me. He went straight to the boys. Tell me about the boys. I want to hear about the boys. When I look at a female, you're a loser because you ran through me to go think about boys. You're a ran through loser male. We don't talk to run through loser males. The prime example right here in front of our face, telling us he's ran through. Tell me about the boys because I'm a ran through loser. When I look at a female, I ask her to tell me about dudes. Anyways, go somewhere else. We're not here for you.
Oh, it's not a Figaro. It's a Franco. I confused the two. I have a Franco cut. Maybe I'll get a Figaro. Anyway, okay. Anyway, do you think I should get a Cuban links? Do you think a Cuban stacked above it would look better?
Figure
But I feel like a Cuban, I would have to get a pretty thick diameter.
you can't ask me because I
That
have
would be about a $10,000 chain.
Oh, got it. Got it.
It's very pretty masculine too. Although if I got it thinner, it wouldn't be as masculine.
Got it.
Not Mr. T, no.
Okay, right. So you have a Figaro and that has the spaces.
I have the Franco. No, I have the Franco. I said Figaro, I meant Franco.
Oh, Franco. Okay, got it. Yeah, the Franco link is more delicate. Okay, I see. And Cuban link, yeah. Yeah.
If I got the Cuban, I would honestly probably get my Franco shortened and have the Cuban sit lower.
Okay.
I think they can definitely go together though. Like when you stack things, I personally, what I enjoy in a stack is the difference in not just length, but the size or the shape of it. Like I think that's part of the fun of stacking.
So when they stack, when I'm looking at how they stack, they're stacking the thicker one above the more delicate one.
Okay. Yeah, it does look good. Okay.
Do 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 do. So I've been doing this tea, this throat coat tea from Traditional Medicines. It's got all kinds of good stuff in it. It's for upper respiratory tract infections, self-induced. And all kinds of stuff like slippery echinacea, lemon. But there's other stuff in there too. There's all kinds of stuff.
Wait, what's it called?
Throat coat. Throat coat. Lemon echinacea.
Okay.
And it has like slippery elm and tons of other stuff in it.
I was thinking last night, or this morning actually, I was worried that I might get something like a chest cold or something from this hay that I was in yesterday because I was breathing in so much stuff from it.
Throat coat is my
But I have my
go-to.
zinc and vitamin C helps.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Sleepy time, yeah. Breathe Easy. I saw the two, Throat Coat and Breathe Easy, but Throat Coat had more ingredients. I was like, oh, let's do that. And then so what I do is because they're like steep it for like 10 minutes. So I make a cup like well ahead of time and I just boil the water and put a lid on top of it and I just let it sit till I want to have my next cup, which could be like hours from now, but it's all ready for me when I want it. No waiting. Super steeped.
Chantal, are you going to stay on for another couple of hours, or what were you
I'm
thinking?
on until 4, and then I'm leaving at
Oh,
4. I need to be at my friend's event for 5 o'clock.
Okay. I thought, because I was going to say you could restart, but no, not worth it if you're leaving in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Here go your tea greens. Mint and lavender. Ooh, nice. Yeah. So I'm also on the side of TikTok where people grow their own herbs and all that stuff, and they grow their gardens and they do the canning and they make the tinctures, and I watch all that stuff.
Video, there's I think they're in the UK, but this lady has a farm, and the horses, they set them up with different waters, like flavored waters,
Oh.
so they can choose the water that they want. And then she also has different herbs, so they can chew on the herbs that they want to, and they have it's so wonderful. They get to choose what they want based on what they need.
Yeah.
It's
And
amazing.
they would do that in Mother Nature, right? They would seek out the remedies that they know would work for them, just like a dog eats grass.
Exactly why she does it. Yeah.
Mullein tea. Yes, I did have some of that. I got mullein tea. I went through it all, and then I got this because I'm trying all kinds of different things because I could stop smoking, but I don't want to. So I'm trying to find solutions to the problems that smoking causes.
Gardening smoking, not tobacco, guys, because that's disgusting.
I got standards, you know?
I smoke tobacco, but it's cigars because I'm classy that like that.
Why do you prefer that to edibles or oils?
So stronger, not stronger, a little probably stronger, maybe well, I mean, edibles, like you make it as strong as you want, right? But faster uptake. So I like not having to wait for the effects. And it doesn't last as long. So less intense in a way.
Okay, and you kind of have more control over it in a way. Yeah.
Yes.
I actually meant to bring you some of my tonic, not for that, but like for colds and stuff. And I totally forgot. I had so much to bring.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a little green o'clock. It's green o'clock. I get off my live streams and it's green o'clock. mindfulness meditation and tea, my relaxers. Yeah. I am all about the meditation. But I like the effects. I do like that differentiating sensation. Okay. And I like how it kind of like, because my focus tends to be very outward focused. When I'm thinking about things, I'm usually thinking things like, how am I going to solve this problem? What am I going to do for my business? What am I going to curate in terms of content? So very outward focused thinking. And then when I smoke, I go, ooh, how about I have a glass of water? And how about I eat this? And how about I do some meditation right now? How's your sleep sometimes? Yes, Mr. Rich? Are you feeling nice and peaceful? Question mark. My friend's husband just left for Nicaragua for 2 weeks on Wednesday. So she told me on Saturday he was going to Nicaragua for 2 weeks. And I'm like, I go, ooh, so you can get some peace. Because...
Who's getting divorced?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. No? Oh, okay.
Who's getting divorced?
The
You
one
went to
you went to
Nicaragua with.
Oh,
Yeah.
they were not married. But yeah, they broke up. Yeah. I don't know what the pun is on that. I don't know what the joke is. I don't get it.
Yeah, there's like new stuff people keep saying, and I don't get it. I'm like, oh wow, I'm officially at that age, I guess, where I don't understand the lingo.
Last night when we were having like a meeting with the judges for the competition tonight, me and Sachi, because I mean we've been doing this for so long, we're like, back in my day. Oh, rich backstory. Got it. Okay, got it. Yeah. The rich backstory. I sure do.
Did you see the meme? Well, Krista and Sin made it, but of when we went out to eat, I don't know whose idea it was, but they were like, let's get a picture of all of us sticking our fingers in a glass of water.
No.
Yeah. And we were all like, yeah, let's do it. So we did. And it was like 5 of us, I think, or 6. And immediately after, someone was like, now, would you drink a glass of water? And everyone, I said, actually, yeah, I would. And I just picked it up and took a big gulp. And right as I did, Krista took a picture of me. And so she made a meme of it saying, would you drink out of a glass? And everyone stuck their fingers in. And so I made a post out of it when we got back.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn that one into a clapback.
Oh, Diane!
There
Diane
it
put it
is.
on her screen.
Ah, nice.
It's so well done.
But the song too that I put on it on the actual post is so good. It's a remix to "They Not Like Us," and it's so good.
They're afraid of women. What can I say? They're scared of vagigies. They're very afraid of vagigies. It scares them tremendously. That's why they make up so many stories about vagigies, like they're big scary monsters, you know. A female vagina's the monster under the bed for them.
I heard a guy saying yesterday that he said, I think that the real straight men don't know that they are friends with DL dudes. And so they're getting advice from these friends of theirs about women, but their quote unquote friends are DL. And so the advice they're getting is really shitty. And because they're DL, it's like hatred towards women because they're self hating and they're projecting, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, you straight guys need to get new friends because they're really ruining your relationships. You know, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. He did such a better job at describing it, but it like with me, I was like, actually, that makes a lot of sense. If you're an actual straight guy and you don't realize that you're a friend with a bunch of DL guys who are self-hating and projecting it and then giving you horrible advice when it comes to women.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Mix. Hello, Kat. Download the free book. Yes. Good, good, good. I'm going to do book walk for you guys. It's about that time. The free book, my lovelies. The free book is Fake Love Need Not Apply. The free book button in the link in my bio. If anybody wants a free book, go ahead and grab that freebie. Anybody who needs to heal faster from a breakup or divorce, go ahead and get yourself a copy of Comeback Queen. This is how you're going to speed up that healing process. I do make it easy. If you're going to pick a long-term partner, make sure you use my dating methodology found in No More Assholes. This is your dating strategy. Observation before selection means no more mistakes. No more mistakes means no more suffering. So you got No More Assholes in English. We have No More Assholes in Spanish. This is also an audiobook. And No More Assholes also comes as a workbook with bonus material. In the middle of the Antifa handbook. It's in my books. Planning on reading it next. Yay! Knowledge is power. In a relationship, you want to make sure you're going to have a zero fight relationship. So get your Fix That Shit books. We got Fix That Shit for men, Fix That Shit for women. These help you get to zero fights by teaching you communication skills and conflict resolution skills. Fix That Shit for women is also an audiobook, and the Fix That Shit books also have a workbook with bonus material. So we have the Fix That Shit for men workbook and the Fix That Shit for women workbook. Don't forget, we are starting the evolution revolution. That means us women are no longer waiting for males to get their act together. Patriarchy is destroying everything. Matriarchy must come about. It will not start until you start it. So I teach you how. This is your instruction manual for beginning matriarchy today without waiting for politicians and lawmakers. It is time for the revolution. Hop in, my ladies. It is easier than you think it is. Get on board, get your manual. It has a workbook in it as well, because this is not just an instruction manual. This is the place where you start. Those of you who need to increase your confidence, your self-esteem, your courage, if you've ever been abused in the past, you must do this because abusive people require your low self-esteem. As long as you don't elevate your self-esteem, you will be taken advantage of. So if you need to increase your confidence and self-esteem, get the Glow Up Journal. You can do this 60-day guided journey in the book, or you can do the digital version, which you find in the link in my bio. Book is the paperback on Amazon. There's a button to Amazon.com in the link in my bio. That is the truth. I always tell you the truth. Men who want to heal faster from a breakup or divorce and select the right long-term partner, your dating book is the perfect play. Get the globe. I'm here for you, my loves. Those of you who want to identify and monetize your purpose, passion, and talent, your book is custom made. This is a workbook. There's 2 writing exercises at the end of every chapter. Don't forget, you need to educate your teens, so get them dating 101. I wrote this to be a textbook in high school. This is how we start your teens on the right journey. We didn't start on the right journey, so we made a ton of mistakes, and that's why we needed no more assholes and fix that shit. Your teens are going to be ahead of the curve, so make sure you get them dating 101. Read it before you hand it over. There's instructions for you in this book. Say Yes to Goodness, 10 Steps for a Complete and Happy You. This is going to help you evolve your happiness in 10 areas of your life that are affecting you mentally and emotionally. So a lot of people really love this book to the extent where they lent it out to somebody they love, but the person never gave it back. So they bought a second copy because they like to keep it by their bedside. So when you want to round off your education with me, get yourself a copy of Say Yes to Goodness. All right, lovelies? So use the buttons in the link in my bio to get your paperbacks on Amazon, your ebook bundle deals, your audiobooks, your free book, whatever you want. This is my live stream for today, so I'm not coming back at 6 p.m. I will be back on Monday at 6 p.m. So always here Monday to Friday, usually 6 p.m. Eastern time. But if I can't get it in at the usual time, I will still try to get that live stream in. So make sure you have your notifications turned on. All right, my loves, I will see you Monday. Make sure you have an amazing weekend. Ripple, Diane, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, my love. Emma, thank you. Caro, Shelster, Danny, Dondra, Alex, Meeks, Nautilus, Floral, Fight the Power, Rose, Casey, Cash Creation, Mandrew, Cass, Tom, Rich, Backstory, Today with Gretchen, Curtis, Simi, Nettie Cat, Shadow Sin, Kimberly, Susan, and my back hurts. Mwah. Bye, my lovelies. I will see you soon.